you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I actually created my own tag. As you can tell from the title, it is the concert tag, so that's pretty self-explanatory, you know, a bunch of questions about concerts and different shows that you have been to. I just want to jump right into this video. Let's go. What's the first concert that you attended? My very first concert was actually Aaron Carter, but I don't really count that as my first concert because I was so young and it's not really like a concert. So the very first concert that I actually wanted to go to and had bands that I was really into is Blink-182 with Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco. This was in 2009. I was 13, so it was super exciting and it was a really fun show. A lot of things went wrong, but it was still fun. Yeah, I actually have a concert diaries for this show, so if you want to hear a really funny story, go ahead and click this link right here. What's the most recent concert you have been to? My last show was supposed to be Knuckle Puck, but I didn't get to go. I don't want to talk about it. So my last actual concert was the AP tour with Mayday Parade, Real Friends, As It Is, and This Wildlife. What's the farthest you would travel for a show? Well, the farthest I have traveled for a show was about 2-3 hours to Cleveland, Ohio. I would totally love to do a road trip, you know, for 1 or 2 shows even, like shows that are in states that border mine. I think that would be awesome. So I'd say a few hours, maybe up to like 5 hours. That's probably the most I would travel for a concert. What's your craziest concert experience? I've been to a lot of like really crazy shows, but this one in particular, it was just so bad. It wasn't bad, but like my safety was questionable, and this was actually a Day to Remember's Parks and Devastation tour, and I was pretty close to the front, like not as close as I'd love to be, but their fans are fucking crazy and I didn't want to die, so I was as close as I could be without dying, but I almost did die actually. So this huge crowd surfer, huge like man, like has to be at least 200 pounds, is crowd surfing. And he literally, like, there were people everywhere, like, crowd surfing, but I was always keeping my eyes out, you know, looking in all directions. But this one moment, like, I wasn't really paying attention to that because I was trying to watch the show. Out of nowhere, this guy just lands on top of me, like, on top of my head. Like, my neck was stuck, bent down. I thought he was, like, gonna break my spine or something. Like, literally, I felt like I was gonna die. Like, it was so scary. He wasn't getting off. Like, usually, you know, crowd surfers, like, go and go. But, like, he was stuck on me, and I was stuck, like, down. I thought I was gonna fall to the ground and be, like, trampled or something. It was terrifying. And I ended up crying because it, like, hit me so hard, and it was very painful. I almost went to the ER. But I stuck through it and I survived. And I cannot forget to mention that I actually got to grab Pete's hand during Saturday at Boys of Summer. Yeah, that was probably like one of the greatest moments ever I've experienced at a concert. It's not super crazy, but it was just amazing. I am so happy I got to do that. Were you ever lucky enough to meet bands before or after a show, excluding meet and greet? So I have met a few bands after shows or before shows. Those would be Magic Man. I met their lead singer, Alex Caplow. At Warped Tour, I got to meet Aaron Pauley from Of Mice and Men. I got to meet Travis and Danny from We the Kings. Kind of met Charles from We the Kings, Charles Trippy, some of you guys might know him from YouTube. Almost met him. I didn't really get to talk to him, but he was like right in front of my face. I'm in his vlog too. And then I got to meet John Gomez from the Somerset after their show. I've also met Vinyl Theater. I got to interview them as well. I think that's it. That's all I can remember right now, so yeah. Would you or have you ever bought VIP meet and greet? I have twice for Fall Out Boy. I did once for All Time Low, and I did once for Mayday Parade. So yes, I would. I'd love to meet a bunch of other bands, like some bands I'd love to meet. You know, if Panic at the Disco ever does meet and greet, I want to buy that so bad. I totally want to meet them. I would do it for Fall Out Boy again. Sometime I want to do that again. I'd love to meet 21 Pilots if they do a VIP thing for this next tour or something. I don't think they will, but if they ever do, I definitely want to meet them. I'd love to meet A Day to Remember, Pierce the Veil. There's just a lot of bands that I would definitely buy VIP for. What do you wear to concerts? I actually have a video on this where I show a bunch of outfits. You guys can check that out right up here. But basically, you know, I wear like whatever I want to, like depending on the weather, if it's outside or inside, and also the band. There's nothing wrong with wearing a t-shirt of the band, or, you know, a tank top or something like that. Tank top, shorts, if it's a hot day and outside, you know, Converse, Vans, stuff like that. If it's in the winter or fall, flannels is a big thing. What's the next show you're going to? Well, right now the only show in my future is 21 Pilots on June 1st, but I'm also waiting for Neck Deep and State Champs to announce their US tour, which I'm assuming they announced it on Monday, but I'm filming this before then. So hopefully they're coming to Pittsburgh, and if they are, you can guarantee I will be there. Have you or would you ever crowd surf or stage dive at a concert? I have never stage dived or crowd surfed. You think I would crowd surf because of how many concerts I go to, but I'm honestly too scared to do any of that stuff. I'm paranoid. I don't want people to drop me. Like, I feel like I would just instantly fall. I've seen people, like, fall right off onto their heads, like, onto the concrete, and that's terrifying to me. So, we'll see if that ever happens. I don't think I would ever, stage dive because there's been a lot of freak accidents like that with people getting hurt in the crowd, as well as a person jumping, like, no one catching them. That's just crazy. I don't really want to experience that. It does look so much fun, like at smaller shows, like I went to the Story so far, like shows like that where they just constantly jump off into the crowd. I think that looks really fun, but I don't think I would do it because it's all like guys and I don't want to get trampled or kicked in the face, stuff like that. How many shows do you attend every year on average? Maybe like 5 or 6. I don't know if you count Warped Tour. I did get to see Fall Out Boy. I got to see Panic at a festival. So that's 2. I'm gonna count Warped Tour, so 3. I got to see Sleeping with Sirens, and I got to see Pierce the Veil and Sleeping with Sirens, so that's 5. I got to see Story So Far, that's 6. I got to see All Time Low, that's 7. And then the AP tour is 8, so that's 8 shows. And this year, so far, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be it for this year. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, but I'm pretty sure it's 8. So I'd say anywhere from 5 to 10 a year, depending on how many bands are touring. How many concert shirts have you collected? Why is this even a question? I made this tag, so I don't know why I'm even asking this. I literally cannot count. There are too many. I used to get one at every show. You know, I'd buy a shirt, either with the dates on it or just like a shirt that I really liked. So I literally have probably, I don't even know. Like, go watch my band merch collection video. You can see all the shirts that I've collected over the years. I have even more since that video, so it's endless, honestly. What are some festivals that you've been to, and what are some that you'd like to go to? I've only been to 2 festivals. The first one is Warped Tour. That's like the biggest festival thing. I don't know if it even counts as a festival. That's what I'm gonna count it as, because it's like a big tour. And I went to this one in my town called Thrival Festival, where Panic at the Disco played, and Andrew McMahon, so that was really awesome. Got to see them, but that doesn't really count as like a big festival. So Warped Tour is like the biggest one. I'd love to go to Self-Help. I'd love to go to like Reading and Leeds over in the UK because it's so massive and just iconic. I think that would be amazing to attend. Have you ever been front row? Okay, I have for this one show, but they're not like a big band, so it doesn't really count. It was for Rusted Root. I was literally barrier, but nobody knows them, so it doesn't really matter for you guys. But I haven't really been front row for one of my favorite bands, like not front row. I've been really close to the front, but not actual front row. That's a goal of mine, but I'm also very weak, so a lot of people are a lot more pushier than me, and I don't want to be mean and rude and start a fight, so I just like go where I want to. And I don't really need to be front row, like, I mean, it's whatever, you're just getting pushed into the barrier the whole time. It would be awesome. I'd love to experience that. I don't know. Hopefully it'll happen someday. Name a band or artist that you haven't seen live yet, but you really want to. Definitely Green Day. I really want to see them live so bad. The last time they came here was, I think, 2011 or 12, so it was a while ago. And they haven't been around since, and I really want to go to their show, so next time they come, I definitely have to go. They're just one of those huge bands that you have to see. And another huge one I really want to see is Paul McCartney. I'm a huge Beatles fan, so I would literally die if I got to go to one of his concerts. I just think it would be absolutely incredible to see him live. Favorite concert you've been to and why? It's so hard for me to pick a favorite concert. I've been to so many that were just amazing. I think I have to narrow it down to 2 Fall Out Boy shows. First one is the Save Rock and Roll tour, which was with Panic and 21 Pilots, so that just like makes it amazing just because of all those bands that were there. And secondly, I think it would be Monumentour, just because I was so close to the front and I got to meet Fall Out Boy. I had a really amazing experience with Patrick, meeting them and stuff. But I think I'm just gonna go with the Save Rock and Roll tour. I didn't have a close seat whatsoever. I was like very high up in the seats. It was in an arena, so I was pretty like far. I couldn't really see them in person that well. I absolutely had the time of my life. I skipped 2 days of school to go to this show. It was in Cleveland. I got meet and greet, got to meet Fall Out Boy for the very first time. I got to hug Patrick. The show itself was incredible. Panic and Fall Out Boy are my two favorite bands. Then I got to see 21 Pilots for the very first time, and it pretty much made me a fan of them. It was just overall a really, really fun show. Despite me being pretty far from the stage, I don't know, I don't think anything can beat that just because of the lineup and my experience. So yeah, that is my concert tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's something that I kind of made up, so feel free to do this video and tag friends and stuff. And I do actually want to tag a couple of my friends on YouTube here. Liz, Justin, and Gage, you guys know who you are. Go ahead and do this tag. I can't wait to watch your videos. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up to let me know, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.